Alright guys, today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to do the underground lake arena in Infernium. This is pretty frequently called one of the hardest arenas in the entire game, but I found a super easy way to do it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So starting from this room, you can go down the elevator here. Now I'm going to go all the way down because I've already unlocked the shortcut. If you've completed the rest of the tunnels in the darkness, then you should have this shortcut unlocked as well. Or if you have just come out of the darkness, you'll come through this hole, and you'll have this checkpoint here that you can activate. And yeah. So through this door is where the arena is. And the reason this is so hard is because, first of all, it's nearly pitch black. And there are also these invisible water enemies all over the place. And you can see one right here in front of me. You can tell where it is by the ripples in the water. Now, the way that you're supposed to do it really is just to run straight through and just try and avoid these water enemies as they chase you. But you also have to kill a bunch of light foes walking all around the middle, and also navigate your way on a very, very narrow piece of ground, and if you fall off the edge, then you die. And this takes a lot of time, which makes it very difficult because of all these water foes chasing you. So, I'm just going to show you guys how to get rid of these water foes, so you don't even have to worry about them. And I'm not really sure if this is considered a bug or an exploit, but it's a little trick I found. So this guy right here, you're going to want to activate him. And, you know, he moves pretty slowly, but he's still a threat, so just be careful and drag him over to this room with the elevator. So I can see he's getting close because of those ripples. The ripples get slightly harder to see in here, so just be careful. But basically, you're just going to want to drag him to the back side of this place, and then teleport onto the elevator. And then just wait. And the reason that this helps is because he can't reach me from here, because there's this big gap. So, one of the mechanics in this game is that when an enemy can't reach you, it'll stand still for a couple seconds and then deactivate. So that enemy right there is now deactivated. He will no longer be chasing me. So now I am free to go back to the arena through here, and I don't have to worry about him anymore. So once you come through this main room here, you're just going to want to make sure you have your flashlight, and you see over here this ledge. If I fall off that, I'm going to die, so I'm going to want to... Oop, my light went out. Another thing that you can do is, if you don't want your light to go out, if you just blink it repeatedly like that, the charge actually won't go down. But that's kind of annoying. So anyway, you're going to want to navigate through here, making sure you don't fall off the edge. And you're going to see that in front of us, over here along this path, is another one of those water enemies. And we don't want to have to deal with him either, so we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to activate him, and then drag him back through this room to where the elevator is. Make sure that your light doesn't go out here, because you want to have as much time as possible so he doesn't catch up with you, but also you want to be able to see as you navigate your way through the darkness. He's right there. Stop worrying about the ledges now, and I'm going to drag him back to the elevator and do the same thing that I did with the other one. And just so I don't get in the way of the other one and reactivate him, I'm going to go to the other side of the elevator this time and stick him over there. See, here he comes. So I'm just going to teleport onto the elevator. Just wait until the sound effects stop and the ripples stay in one place. Alright, there we go. The sound effects stopped. So now he's deactivated. And we can go right back to the arena. And those are the only two water enemies that are actually in this entire arena. So now we are basically set to just go right on through. The only other thing that we have to worry about is not falling off the edge and killing some of these light foes along the way. But seeing as how we're not being chased now, that's not really a big deal. So once you get close, light foes will activate, start chasing you. But there's no water enemies coming behind you, so you're free to just take your time to kill them. And what we're going to want to do eventually is go over to that lever and pull it, and it's timed, so we have to make it all the way over to that door over there before it closes. So to do this the best way, you're going to want to go through and kill all the light enemies first, just so you don't have to worry about them. And remember, you can only kill the blue light enemies. The white ones, they won't chase you. They just sort of walk around randomly, but you can't kill them. So just make sure you don't actually accidentally walk into one of them. So just to be safe, I'm gonna kill this last one, and then we are completely clear to go back to the switch, pull it, and make our way to the door. Oh. Gotta wait for this guy to move. Excuse me, buddy. There we go. So now we have a pretty long time to get to that door after pulling this switch, but there's no more enemies in the entire arena that will chase us, at least. So just take your time. Make sure you don't get hit by one of these white walking enemies. And here we are. Here, just teleport underneath the door. And I've already completed this, but if this is your first time, then there will be a harvesting finger right here that you can pick up. And then from here, you can actually teleport straight across, right back over here. And yeah, from there you're basically done with everything in the entire darkness area. If you have enough harvesting fingers, you can come through here, go over to the Crimson River if you haven't yet done that. Otherwise, you're free to keep going. See you guys. If you want me to make any tutorials on any other spots in this game that you're having trouble with, let me know in the comments, because I've basically completed everything in this game, and I found some pretty good tricks on doing it all. So let me know.